place out there?
Yeah.
How do you feel about the result, please?
I feel really good about it. It was a very weird race. There had been some talk before about trying to make it honest, trying to keep the pace going, just because a lot of us felt like we would do better on a faster pace. And it ended up coming down to, I think, the NAU guys started doing all the work, so Matt rightfully dropped out of that, and it just piled up, and I just said, you know what? Senior year, we might as well go for it, and so I got out of that bunch and just 5K to go, just really try to stretch it.
Were you pleased with the place?
I was pleased. It was kind of like 2 years ago, kind of shooting myself in the foot in terms of now, because getting third then, it almost feels like getting fourth today isn't quite as like special, because I always want to do better. But when you look at the two fields, I mean, yeah, you had Lowy in that 10K, and you had other guys with good times, but they kind of all went for Lowy that day, and they all died off. I would say today was probably a harder field altogether, a little bit more depth, and it was a faster time than we ran 2 years ago. So I think I can be pretty happy with a 4th place finish today, especially the way that it went.
Coming on paper, I think most people thought those were kind of the guys to beat.
Yeah.
How do you approach a race like that when there are two heavy favorites?
Well, I wasn't really sure what I was going to do before the race started, because I always step on a line and I want to win. I never want to think to myself, well, third place sounds good today. If I was betting on the race, would I put money on myself? Probably not, but you still want to always try to put yourself in a position, and I feel like with a mile to go, despite the fact that in the back of my head I knew they were getting ready to make a big move and I wasn't exactly running a very fast pace, I knew that I at least put myself in that position. And so while on this day I wasn't the champion, I feel like I'm getting kind of closer to racing more aggressively, taking bigger chances, and following through with it, not dying.
Do you have any eligibility left?
I have an indoor season. I flirted around with the idea of going for a 5th year somewhere, whether that was Texas or somewhere else in the nation, and I shut that down. I'm just going to move on.
Right, so I mean, what is next for you? Are you trying to go pro here?
Yeah, I'm definitely trying to go post-collegiate and find a team and just keep the dream going.
Yeah, what would you be looking for? I guess an ideal family.
A team atmosphere still. I want to be able to keep what I've had for the last 4 years, which is a lot of guys to train with. An atmosphere of guys coming to practice and really pushing each other to get better. I wouldn't say that I don't necessarily do bad on my own in a training thing, and maybe that's down the road, but right now I'm not ready to kind of like branch out on myself. I want to be, I still want to be in a team atmosphere.
Yeah. All right, thanks for the time, Craig.
Thank you.